I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Baby, no. I don't know. I don't know. Baby, I don't know. I don't know. There's some shooting going on over here. Ladies and gentlemen, you are a part of the activity today. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Power Play where we combine some relaxation playing some Fortnite with the Simpsons. And then, of course, we do our preparation for Power Hour, baby. Power Hour. Power Hour. Power Hour. Power Hour. Really? I'm out of ammo, bro? Really? Bro, I'm out of ammo. So we combine Power Hour preparation where we do technical analysis and all that other jazz. Yes, sir. All that other jazz, if you will. If you will. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we get dubs for the community as well. Because that's what we do, baby. That's what we do. What is this, Doubles? What is that? What is that, bro?
Radio tower.
What does that mean? I don't want to go to radio tower, bro. What do they do with radio towers? I don't know, bro. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, bro, what the heck? Bro, I don't like this mode at all. Let me tell you, folks, I don't like this Simpson mode at all, dude. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll try it again, though. You know me. I'll definitely try it again, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, it is another episode of Power Hour. Power Hour. So we're going to go and analyze some stonks today. Today's been like a really dry day. There hasn't been a heck of a lot of volume. I wonder why. Maybe because the government shut down for like 35 days. Come on, folks, get back to work. Come on, get some liquidity into the market already, will you? Come on, I tell you.
That's the longest vacation I've ever seen in my life.
For real, bro. For real. Come on, we need some liquidity. Some liquidity in the market, folks. So this is Power Hour. We're going to basically mix it up. Go over some stonks to get ready for Power Hour, which starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when more volume generally comes back into the stock market. And then the play portion of it is obviously Fortnite. That's my way of decompressing after the morning trading session and getting ready for the afternoon trading session during Power Hour. Yeesh. Could you do a little bit more, dude? A tad more. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Much awesome content at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money on YouTube. And, of course, we're also on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. We provide 24 hours a day, 7 days a week coverage of financial information on X.com, and then Monday through Friday, pre-market, regular hours, and after hours, everything about microcap and small cap stocks, technical analysis, news, filings, and much, much more. So go ahead and follow us on X.com at Coach Money. At Coach Money. We're also on Facebook, we're on Threads, and we're on Instagram at Coach Money. At Coach Money. And we also live stream as well on Twitch at Coach Money. At Coach Money. And of course, last but not least, we're on TikTok, the Tac Tac, aka the Tac Tac, TikTok at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money, baby. And of course, if you want to join our Discord community, which is absolutely off the hook, plus chock full of educational content as well as tools to help improve your trading and help you succeed in your goals and desires, right? Your goals and desires. Come check out the Discord. We've got multiple custom-made scanners available for you. Early watch lists that are absolutely on fire. They come out at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time during after hours for the next day. And many times those stocks are banging over 100% or more. That happens pretty much all the time. Yeah, I can't say every single time, but damn close to it. You know what I mean? Doubles. Yeah. You know I'm getting serious if I said dang, y'all. Thanks. So go ahead and click the link in the description or in the pinned comment for a 4-day trial for $9.99 and check it out with your own eyes. See what other people are doing and enjoying. Go ahead and click that link, baby. All right, let's get a share party going on. We got to get to our first 100 folks, and we'll start doing some technical analysis of the stocks that are the big movers of the day. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these stocks. EVOK, I think, was a reverse split. I'm not 100% sure, but let's go ahead and take a look at it any old way. Let's go take a look at it any old way. You know what I mean, doubles? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying, bruh? Evoke. Yeah, pretty much, right? You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So it is very much a looks like, like pretty much a either it was a merger or a reverse split, blah blah blah. Okay, it's a merger because they entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by QOL Medical. So it's a merger. So pretty much just consolidating. Not really particularly interesting. So we'll skip that one. PTLE ran quite aggressively in the morning. Josh, what's up? Oh, it's Jose. Sorry. Jose, what's up? Thank you for reposting the stream. Let's go, man. I got to get my glasses fixed, bro. I can't see what the heck I'm reading. Sorry about that, Jose. Holy moly, bro. Holy moly. But thank you very much for sharing the stream. We appreciate that very much, brother. Thank you. DBL Nick's also reposting. What's up? What's up, man? All right, so PTL, let's talk about that. PTLE, that's the ticker symbol. 15 million float. You can see it in the custom scanner that we're sharing with you from the Discord in the left side of the screen. Okay, that's the float. Slightly heavy, not horrendous. A lot of volume. 545 million shares. And it's a super inexpensive stock, currently at around 27 cents. And that, kind of gives you like a forgiveness factor as far as having a heavier float if the stock is that cheap. It also tends to be extremely volatile. So this stock definitely ran quite aggressively from the early morning to later on in the very early morning to the later morning, right? So it pretty much ran, if we look at it right over here, it ran from about 20 cents to a peak of around 45 cents. So it was over 100% move, but then it formed a double top. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the show and try to concentrate on how we're using the technical analysis a little bit more in depth, because there's not a lot of stocks that are moving at this point. The market's kind of slow. So I'm going to teach you the way I trade. Now, look, this may or may not work for you. I'm not a professional. I'm not telling you to do what I do, but I'm sharing with you what works for me. And if you decide that it's something that you want to do, that's great. If you decide that it's not for you, that's great. It's your decision, but I feel like you're part of the Indelible Tribe, and as a friend, I want to share what I do. Right, Doubles?
Yes.
Why not? Why not, Doubles? Why not? Okay. So let's go into this a little bit in depth. Let's take a look at PTLE. Okay. First things first, it had news. Okay. They're reporting a year-over-year increase in H1 earnings per share, which means they made money. Okay, so that's a nice catalyst. And because it's a very inexpensive stock, it basically provided a situation that if a lot of volume came in, it would move quite aggressively. And that's exactly what happened. But what ultimately ended up happening is the volume came in, and you could see that the price started rushing in. You could see that the 9 EMA was pretty much lagging behind the VWAP. The VWAP was actually moving faster. And then finally, the 9 EMA caught up to the VWAP and started taking a bullish pattern right over here. But it had already begun to peak out on the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, and it started to show up as being overpurchased, right? Overbought. The top part right here is overbought. So let's take a look at RSI, Doubles. Let's talk about that. Let's look at it. There's basically 1, 2, 3, 4 sections to it, pretty much. Okay, 5 sections to it. There's the overbought area, which is right here. There's the oversold area, right? And then there's the super overbought area right above the line, and the super oversold area right below the line. And then there's the neutral area where there's basically a tug of war happening between buyers and sellers, okay? And oftentimes during the Power Hour show, because we're doing the stream in between the early morning rush and Power Hour, a lot of times the stocks that we look at are going to end up being in this center line over here because there's lack of volume, right? And that's kind of common because, you know, a lot of people are taking lunch, they're not concentrating on trading yet, and they know that customarily the last hour of the trading day is when the second phase of volume comes in, and is that last push to try to, you know, get access to stocks that are going to go parabolic. All right, so that's basically what you have. So what you have is over here is the super overbought area, right? So what I try to look for myself is I try to see if the RSI is moving up towards the overbought area. That's usually a pretty good signal that the stock is moving in a very bullish type of manner, right? And it doesn't concern me because I know in many instances the overbought area that's really going to result in a reversal is often above this red line. So if it's overbought but it's moving upward and it's below the red line or just about at the red line, usually there's a little bit more leeway up here before you see the reversal. Doesn't always happen because you can see right here that didn't happen. It hit the top of the overbought area and came back down. But when there's volume, doubles, when there's volume, the RSI will go into this super, I call it super overbought area right over here. And you can see that it did happen right here with this particular stock. And then it'll basically signal that there's going to potentially be a situation where buyers will start to fatigue and sellers will take over. Okay, so there's a couple of ways to also look at this, right? Because there's a lot of lingo that different people use. But in reality, the general concepts are quite similar, right? So let's take, for example, over here. Okay, so right here, the price action hits just above the RSI overbought area. It didn't go deep into it, and that makes sense because volume, I guess, was starting to dip. It forms a double top. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's go ahead and mark the double top so we could see the bearish pattern forming. Right over here, double top, and right over here, double top. Okay, so you have two double tops, bearish pattern. Usually this will mark the precipitation of a downward flush in price action, and that's exactly what happened with PTLE. Now I'm going really deep into PTLE, not because I particularly like the stock. I'm just using it as an example to show you how different indicators are helpful for me, for trading. A lot of people say, oh, you don't need indicators, you don't need this. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. You need indicators, in my humble opinion. You know, without indicators, it's like trying to be a carpenter without a hammer, okay? A plumber without a plunger, okay? I mean, why would you handicap yourself? So these are some of the tools that we look at, being able to discern different chart patterns and recognize them as being either bullish or bearish, candle patterns, bullish or bearish, moving averages, VWAP, 9 EMA, okay, and the way they interact with each other, the RSI, relative strength index, and then there's others as well. But again, you also don't want to overdo it with too many indicators, and you have to see which indicators work best for you, and you also have to see which indicators work best with you at any particular time, because it also depends on what's going on the chart to determine which indicators are the ones that you really want to work with. And the way I approached it is I approached it incrementally. I would learn one indicator and just get really good at it, and then I would learn another indicator and get really good at it, and try to see how I could use those indicators in conjunction with each other to basically use them together to gather more and more information. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you're basically using deductive reasoning unless you're gambling and you're just putting money on a particular stock, right? I mean, you could totally be gambling and say, I think the stock's going to go up. Well, what's your reason for that? I just feel it. Okay, well, you know, that's basically gambling, right? But if you start using tools and you start learning how to read charts and you start learning how to read candles and you start learning how to use moving averages and things like that, you'll eventually hit some kind of a groove that works best for you, and there will be certain indicators that work the best for you, right? And you'll start utilizing them and you'll start to see how they interact with each other and how stocks respond based on whether or not they're bullish or bearish, whether or not they're about to break out or break down, and that will help you get a clue as to what those type of signals usually indicate and what it will ultimately result in and what will ultimately happen with the stock price, right? Does that make sense, Doubles?
Yes.
Right? Okay, let's get a share party. We have almost 200 people, all right? I spoke a lot. Now I'm going to actually put it into actual, I'm going to put it into actual use right now. Okay, so we see over here a double top. That is an indication that the price action is potentially about to fail. Why? Real simple. Let's think about it from candle to candle. While the price action is moving up like this, you're basically seeing a situation where buyers, right, which is right around here at 44 cents. Now, let's go ahead and let me see if I can get a higher time frame without messing up this chart. Let's go to a higher time frame, okay? All right, let's go to 1 year. All right, I just want to see something with the 1 year. Okay, here's the 1 year chart. Let's take a look at this. Now, look at this, Doubles. Watch this. Watch, okay? So basically what you had is the stock sold off pretty aggressively, right?
Yes.
And right around the same point, going back to June of this year, maybe a little bit higher, just a little bit higher, right there at around 50, 51 cents, this price action spiked. So let's go ahead and put a line at that area, okay? And what that basically is telling us, let me go ahead and convert it into green. What that is basically telling us is that this is a significant resistance area because within the past 1 year, the price action gets sticky around that 50 cent mark. Now, over here, it gave out a little bit earlier. And of course, today was a very difficult volume day, but pretty much it was roughly just below that 50 cent mark that the price action cut off. It was 45 cents, but a walk's as good as a hit, if you will. Okay. So we know that around that 50 cent mark, that's a potential resistance area based on previous history of this particular stock. Now let's see if we could zoom in and not mess up the chart. Bear with me. Okay, so right here, we're now looking at the chart a little bit more zoomed in. And we could see that the price action is definitely going to have resistance below that 50 cent mark, and in fact that's this 44 cent mark is also another resistance area. Now watch this. If we introduce another indicator, and again, I don't necessarily recommend using many indicators, but I'm trying to prove a point. If we go ahead and introduce the Fibonacci retracement, hold on one second, let's do it this way. Okay, you'll see that in many instances, the Fibonacci retracement will pretty much coincide in many instances with the other indicators. Okay, so take a look at this. We said that there was resistance where this double top happened right over here, right? Double, see it?
Yes.
Okay, and where did the Fibonacci retracement land? Right around there. Okay, we saw that there was going to be resistance at around that 53 cent mark. Look at where the Fibonacci retracement ends up happening as well, right? And the way we trace the Fibonacci retracement is we take the bottom part of the price action and bring the Fibonacci all the way up to the top. That's how we trace it, okay? So you could see, and again, none of this is totally written in stone, but it gives you a rough idea of where the resistance and the support areas are going to be. Okay. And again, I don't always use the Fibonacci retracement, but I use it on stream to basically illustrate, a quick way of illustrating support and resistance lines, because this way I can basically create them without having to go through larger time frames and keep changing the charts. But that's another way of doing it as well. And you're going to find that for the most part, the Fibonacci retracement is going to be very similar to finding where the latest high point was in a longer time frame. Okay. And what happens, the reason why this stuff works is because many people use these tools. Okay. And they will themselves respect the different key levels. Right. So that's why it's good to know that these tools exist and how these tools work. A lot of people say, well, do you make any changes to any of these tools? Do you modify the RSI or anything of that nature? Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, I want to have the same settings that everyone else has, because they're going to be respecting the settings. Most people are going to be respecting the settings that already exist out of the box with these different tools. If you start to modify those tools, then your settings are not going to be the same as the other people's settings, and your settings are going to fire off and signal differently than other people's settings, and you're going to miss out on the ability to predict what most people are going to do, right? So I keep the settings the way they are. Okay, let's share this up. I'm going deep with this because, again, the stock is slow, so I can go through stocks and explain to you, this one's bearish, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's not a lot of stocks running today, or I could go into in-depth analysis of how these tools work and how I use them, right? If you want me to go through a stock, by all means, put it in the chat. I will. I'm also going to absolutely go over more stocks as well, but I want to go over roughly how I utilize these charts and these tools to work my trading. Okay. Now, the other thing that I'm very, very much that I very, very much use is I use the relationship between the volume weighted average and the 9 EMA. Okay, there's other indicators I use, but for our purposes, to keep it simple so that you can just get a handle on how how I use these indicators, I don't want to use too many of them. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get rid of the Fibonacci retracement so that it's a little bit more clear what I'm doing with the VWAP and with the 9 EMA. Okay, so the blue line is the 9 EMA, which stands for exponential moving average. It's similar to a simple moving average, except there's greater weight given to the latest candles. Okay, and I use an EMA rather than an SMA, an exponential moving average, instead of a simple moving average, because I day trade and the last candles are more important to me, because my day trading strategy is closer to a scalping type of strategy, which requires me to get in and out very quickly. Let's get a share party going on. Let's get it to 500, because I'm giving you some gold right now, baby. Get your gold satchels open and start collecting the gold, because I'm giving it to you, baby. Woo! Baby. Let's go. If you like what's going on, share up the stream. Yeah. Give some thumbs up. Comment. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. So back to what we're basically saying. So I use the exponential moving average because of my trading style. I like to get in and out of positions very quickly. I like to day trade and lean towards scalping more than holding a longer term. So as a result, I want to see the movements that are more exaggerated towards the end of the candle line. In other words, the latest candles. Okay, so the exponential moving average will give me that. Now watch this. If I go and pull up a simple moving average with a 9, right? This is a 9 exponential moving average, EMA. Right? Let's go with the simple moving average and go with a 9. Let me see if it gives it to me. Moving average. Moving average. Where is it? Right there. Boom. Boom, chakalaka. All right, so now we got the moving average, and we've got the 9 EMA moving average. Let me go and make it a little bit bolder so it stands out, and we can contrast the two of them. All right. Style, blue. Make it bigger. Bigger, I tell you. I want to see it bigger than that. All right, maybe we'll, actually, you know what? Let's make it a different color. Let's make it, no, let's go thinner. No, let's go a little thicker. All right, there we go. Let's make it look. Daksha says, could you please look at stock TNXP? Absolutely. I'll take a look at it right now, and then we'll come back to PTLE, and I'll go over this information. Let's go ahead and take a look at TNXP in the house. All right, so what do we got over here? It's got earnings that are supposed to be coming in within the next 2 weeks on November 18th. It is obviously lightly traded. You could see that it's lightly traded because of the emptiness of the candles over here, but we do see that the price action is starting to come in, and we see that there's a price movement moving towards the VWAP, the volume weighted average. The volume weighted average is at $18.26, and you can see that the candle is just below that at around 18.21. We could see that the 9 EMA is curling, so there's certainly a movement up towards breaking through the VWAP, but it is still below the VWAP, so VWAP will be a resistance point. We see that the RSI is moving up towards the overbought area, but there's still a lot of area for it to take over, so there's a lot of room for it to keep going upward. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. There's also news that came out at 7:15 this morning. They teamed up, this TNXP teamed up with Mass General to test new antibody for kidney transplant. So that's the news that came out this morning. It's currently down little over 3%. Let's take a look at some of the key data about the stock. So first of all, the float's 11 million. So it's a little bit on the higher side, but not absolutely horrendous. Let's take a look at the volume though. Remember, the float is 11 million. I want to see what the session volume is, and the session volume is only 400,000 shares. So the problem here is it lacks volume. There's not enough attention on it. But what we're going to do is we're going to crunch the chart down a little bit, right? Bring it down, and we can see that the price action has generally been on a downtrend that needs to obviously break, and it's trying to break that downtrend right now, but it certainly needs volume, and it's still below VWAP, so it's still in a bearish type of pattern. And the other thing that we could do is we could go ahead and create a Fibonacci retracement right over here. Right here, let's go right from over here, and this will give some key levels of support and resistance for the stock. Let's go ahead and move it over here and move that over there, and we now have key levels of support and resistance. We can see that the price action is at around a little bit below the $18.10 mark, which stands as a resistance area. It looks like it's trying to break through, but it's struggling with the volume weighted average, which is right around there. So it needs to break through the volume weighted average. If it does break through the volume weighted average, the next resistance area would be at around $19.24. And then from above there would be $20.10. It had news. News didn't really do much for it. It only got about 400,000 shares of volume, and the float's 11 million. Okay, so generally, rule of thumb, I want to see multiples of at least 4 times volume to float, right? Because as I always say, basically stock trading is at its bare essence is supply and demand. If you have a very large demand, which is your volume, and a very small supply of stocks to trade, which is your float, the price is generally going to go up. If you have a very large supply of stocks, in other words, the float, and a very low demand, the volume, then generally speaking, the price action is going to go down. Okay, so it needs to break this downtrend. TNXP needs to break the downtrend. It needs to stay above the support area of around $18.10, and it needs to break above VWAP with authority, and it needs volume. RSI is showing that it's moving up, but it really needs to really dedicate itself to moving up. So hopefully that's some insightful stuff for you. That's TNXP. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to, you know what? I'm going to save the deeper explanation of PTLE for after the game. Let me go into a game right now, try to get a dub for you. Let's get a share party, because I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? Because if we educate too much, it gets boring. And nah, man, I don't want to do that. I want to have fun with y'all. All right?
Yeah.
Double pride. Let's get that share party going on. I'm gonna try this Homer Simpson thing one more time, bro. But I'm just not feeling it, bro. If anybody else has any stocks that you want me to check out, go ahead and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Hey, dude, Denny's is basically gonna go private, bro. It's coming off the stock exchange. Did you know that? Yeah, Denny's. Listen, who's a what is that? IHOP or a Denny's person? Put it in the chat. If you're IHOP, put IHOP. If you're Denny's, put Den. Come on now, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'm a Denny's person, bro. I'm all about Dennis, bruh. Dennis! I don't mind IHOP, but it's for blue bloods, you know? It's very regal. You know, I like the grit of Dennis, but they're going private, bro. True story. And I guess some shorts got squeezed because they got to close their position since Denny's is going private. Right? The company announced it will be acquired by a group led by Tri-Artisan Capital Advisors in an all-cash deal valued at approximately $620 million or $6.25. And that's where the consolidation is. So after that initial spike, it just flatlined, which is typically what happens when you have merger or takeover type of news. Yeah. All right, let's go back to PTLE, and we'll keep that chart over here. Keep it over here. And let's go see what's going on. I don't know what all this stuff is, but let's go to Donut District, yo. Let's go there, bro. I don't watch Simpsons, bro. Do you?
I do not.
You don't?
I watched Family Guy.
Family Guy. That's the one with the guy they killed Kenny. Is that the show?
That's South Park.
Oh, I don't know. And I'm a boomer. What can I tell you? I'm actually not a boomer. I'm actually not. But I'm an old folk. So I don't know none of this stuff. I don't know it, I tell you. I don't know, man. I don't know it, bro. I don't know, baby. Baby. Let's go. Well, I can't get over this stuff, right? I should be getting weapons, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I need to grab guns, bro. Ooh, look at that. Got some weapons over here. Weapons. What is this, bro?
That's a suppressed AR.
No. This thing right here, the slurp over here.
Oh, that?
What is that? What is that, bro? I don't know. It looks pretty cool, though, right? What is it? It's got to be like some kind of shield or something. Stamina. Shanamina.
Why don't you drink it and find out?
I don't know. I think I will, though. But first, I want to get some loot here. I want to get my loot, brother. I want my loot. Where is it? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck is going on over here? You know what? I'm going to take it. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to take it. It's got to be shield, bro.
Stamina.
Somebody's here, bro. I gotta tell you, I don't really particularly care for what is this, bro? What is that? It's a burger. It's a burger. Burger fi, yo. Burger fi.
I don't know what the burger does, but
It's gotta be like heel, right? White heel, probably. Thinking, right? I can't believe I stayed in this house all this time and nobody attacked me. What the heck? Holy moly! What's this? What's over here, bro? Somebody was here, bro. Ooh, enemy. Where they at?
Head to your right side.
Yeah, right?
High ground and try to shoot down.
Oh, right there, bro.
Use your regular rifle.
No, why should I, bro? Why should I, bro? Why should I, bro? Listen, I tell you, this one shot, it sucks because it's one shot, but when it hits, bro, like a truck, baby, like a truck. What am I doing here? Let me get the splashies. Oh my god, dude, there's so many things here. Let me rock heels, bro. I'm gonna just rock heels, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm gonna rock the heels. Let's go, baby. All right.
Use that infinite stamina.
That's the shake, the Slurpee there.
Shake, yeah.
The Slurpee.
Yeah.
The Slurpee. Is it the Slurpee? I'm telling you, bro. Nobody came here, bro. What the heck? What's going on? Oh, there was people right there, bro. Oh, right there. See him?
Yeah. Get on top of that building and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If there's one thing I do like, it's the fact that these roofs are.
He's healing, bro. Still healing. I need to go, bro. Come on, bruh. Pop your head up, bruh. You got time to go, right, bro?
Use your shake and get out of there.
You're right, bro. You're right, bro. You're right. Yeah, let's use that shaker like a.
It's also like
Oh my goodness, it makes you bounce. It makes you bounce. I really want to fight that guy. I want to fight that guy, though. No, don't bother. No, he wasn't that good, bro.
He wasn't that good, but the thing is, there's multiple hostiles.
Yeah, I guess you're right, bro.
Even if you kill him.
There's another hostile in there, right? Doubles. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Facts. Calm and collected, bro. Oh my, bro. Oh my. Oh my, dude. I should, right? I will do that. Okay, why not? Okay, why not? Why not? Alright. You sure I can't go? You sure I can't go back? I want to go back. I want to. Alright. I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good. Okay. Don't make me get the spray bottle. No! DH wants to know how SLMT is. Let me go into this bush and see if I can check it out for you. Can you pull it up for me, doubles? SLMT. SLMT. Let's check it out. It's on a downtrend. It needs to break this downtrend. RSI is showing that it is oversold. What it needs to pretty much break this downtrend. 9 EMA is below the VWAP, so this is a bearish pattern and a lack of volume. Do we have SLMT? SLMT? Bearer? We got it? Okay. It's got earnings coming in 13 days. Let's take a look at the float on it. The float is 1 million, so the float is low. It is low. Let's see how much volume it's got. Volume. Let's go check it out. Check it out. Only 287,000 shares. So it needs volume love. It does have earnings coming up, and it is a low floater, but it needs volume love. Hope that's helpful. DH. Yeah. I need a better shotgun than this, bro. I'm just saying. I'll take that. Ooh, look, dude, a fishy. Man, they got a lot of health, huh? A lot of health right there, I'll tell you. Uh-oh, somebody's coming. Oh, man, this guy clocked me, dude. Same guy. Getting close to him. guy's trying to like be cute too. Yeah, I should have killed him when I had a chance, bro. I'm dead now. I'm dead, bro. I should have fought him back there, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, look at this, man. I got third party. Horrible. All right, let's go back to the stonks. Let's go back to the stonks levels. Let's get to 800, folks. I'm still gonna try this stupid mode one more time. I'm gonna try it one more time, but I'm getting frustrated. All right, so that's the story with SLMT. Let's go back to PTLE so we can talk about it. PTLE. I was explaining the difference between the 9 EMA and the 9 SMA, the simple moving average versus the exponential moving average. So let me try to find a stock that has more of an exaggerated move with the SMA and the EMA. Let me try TCDM. Wait, TCMD. All right. Okay, it didn't really make that much of a difference, but let's do it this way. We could see that when the price action, okay, so this is the 9 EMA is the blue line, the yellow one is the 9 simple moving average, okay? Because the 9 EMA weighs the later candles more aggressively, it's going to accentuate which direction the price action is going at that moment. So if the price action is moving in a very bullish type of a way, like over here, it's going to react before the simple moving average, and it's going to show that it's much more bullish than the simple moving average. Even though they're both 9 moving averages, one accentuates the later movements. The latest movements here is a bullish move. So what ends up happening is the 9 EMA is going to be more reactive, and it's going to be higher than the 9 SMA. The 9 EMA is the exponential moving average, which basically is a fancy way of saying the last candles are weighed more heavily when they determine the moving average. The simple moving average is exactly what the simple moving average is. So then the question is, what's a moving average, Doubles? I'm glad you asked. Let's do a share party and I'll tell you. Let's get to 900. Share it up. Okay. It's basically the simple moving average is it's basically adding up the amount of candles on the chart that coincide with which moving average it is. So if the simple moving average is a 9 simple moving average, which is this yellow line right here, it's going to basically take the last prices of the last 9 candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to add them up. That's going to become the numerator. And the denominator is going to be the 9. It's going to be the number 9. So it's going to add the prices, okay, that the price closed at, and then divide it by the 9 candles, and that gives you the simple moving average, okay? The exponential moving average, if it's a 9 exponential average, will do the same thing. It'll count the 9 candles, add them up, but it has a formula that adds more weight to the latest candles, right? And the latest movement, and it will accentuate what's going on. So you see right over here, as the candles start to turn red, you could see that the 9 EMA immediately starts to dip, whereas the simple moving average continues to move upward. And you could see that if you're trading, day trading and scalping, the 9 EMA, generally speaking, is going to give you a much more true movement than the 9 simple moving average. Okay, so that's basically what these moving averages do. Now, if you have larger moving averages, like the volume weighted average, it takes more for the stock, for the moving average to move than let's say the 9 EMA or the 9 SMA. I'm going to get rid of the 9 SMA because I don't use it, okay? But I just wanted to show you so that you can understand how it works. Let's do a share party, doubles.
Yeah, share party, share party, share party.
Let's do a share party, right? So because the 9 EMA is more reactive, if the 9 EMA is above the VWAP, doubles, right?
Yes.
If it's above the VWAP, it's generally a bullish type of a signal. If the 9 EMA is below the VWAP, it's generally a bearish signal. And right now, the price action is bearish. And we can see that there was a double top with TCMD, one over here and one over here, and the subsequent price broke down. And of course, it was bearish, and we got additional information that acknowledged that it was bearish by having this particular price action over here in the RSI showing that the stock was oversold. So these are all signals that right now TCMD is in a bearish movement. And again, that would make sense because we're still quite a ways away from power hour, right? Power hour is 45 minutes away. All right, I don't want to bore you with this stuff anymore. Let's take a look at some of these other stonks and see what they're doing. All right, let's see what they're doing. Let's go and take a look at the. Let's take a look at DTCK. DTCK moving ever so slightly, 48%, $4.62 stock, 8 million float, 8 million float, 11 million volume. Volume. It's got unconfirmed earnings in 13 days on November 14th, currently up 47%. It has a bullish setup with the 9 EMA above the VWAP. RSI is starting to dip somewhat, but it looks like it's potentially setting up either a pennant or a head and shoulders pattern. Unclear yet, but as long as the 9 EMA stays above the VWAP, that would be kind of interesting. So I'm going to go with a positive perspective on it. Let's say it's a pennant for now, and hopefully it'll break out of this pennant and have a bullish movement like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for. But I want to see this RSI start to curl upward. So that's
getting requested to do ASST.
ASST. Let's go. ASST. Let's check it out, folks. All right. So it had been consolidating, and now the consolidation kind of broke down a little bit. So let's go get rid of that. Let's go get rid of the old chart and see what's going on with the new chart. Right now, price action is just above the VWAP. It needs volume because you can see that the candles are clearly giving a barcoding type of lineup. Let's share it up, folks. Let's get to 900. It's clearly showing barcoding, which means there's a lack of liquidity with ASST. It needs volume. Whenever you see this barcoding, it signifies that liquidity is being provided by the market makers because there's just not enough volume to push the price action along. We've got Q3 earnings that are supposed to happen on November 17th. Currently, the stock is down about 4%. It's trying to struggle to break through VWAP. And what we need is a clear break from the VWAP. And if we take the Fibonacci retracement, we could see what the key levels of resistance and support are right now. Right now, the resistance area is right where the VWAP is at around $1.23. If it can break through the VWAP and the Fibonacci resistance level, 133 would be another level of key resistance, and you can see that the price action does get stuck at that level. Another level would be 140, and you can see that there's resistance over there as well with prior price action. And then of course further up is another price level of $1.46, and again that's just above the VWAP back here, right? So these are clear levels of resistance and support on ASST, which needs some volume love, baby. Let's take a look at MSPR. This stock ran pretty aggressive. Let's do a share party. Let's share it up. This stock ran well over 300%, almost 400% yesterday. It has earnings that are supposed to happen on the 17th. Currently, it's up 47%, so it moved pretty aggressively even today. But right now, it's just above the VWAP, which is a good signal. But we see that there's some heaviness with the RSI. The RSI is trying to move towards a bullish pattern. It is before power hour. Hopefully volume will come in and show it love, and it will keep moving upward. Let's go ahead and get some key levels of support and resistance for MSRP. Big parabolic runner yesterday and showing some strength today as well. We can see that it has support right above the VWAP and also right above the 70 mark. So I remember from yesterday that 75, around the 75 mark, which is right here, was a key level of support and resistance. So it's really going to need to have volume to break through there. And then the next resistance area is going to be around 80. 82 cents. If it can break the 82 cents, then we got 97 cents. And you could see it had visited that yesterday, but it couldn't hold that level. So hopefully we'll get some volume on MSPR, and we'll see those higher levels, especially as we get closer to power hour. Volume will dictate the situation. Doubles.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go back to PTLE. PTLE ran pretty nicely pre-market, but then it formed this double top and sold off. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. So here's the sell-off right over here. Let's go ahead and get a line going on, and we can see that the price action plummeted, and we can also see that what could have potentially have occurred is a descending wedge bull reversal pattern forming, right? In fact, if we want, we could even get a little schmexier and say maybe it's right over here, right over there. We could do that too, right? Look, levels. We want to get fancy. If we want to get fancy, right? We could say maybe it's a descending wedge bull reversal. It's trying to curl. If it can break this resistance area, the next resistance area will be at the VWAP, which is right over here. So let's go ahead and put a green line for where the VWAP is, the volume weighted average, right around right there, right about there. 36 cents is the volume weighted average. Let's get rid of this candle, right? This thing right here, we don't need it. Okay, bada binga. Bada binga. So hopefully this is going to be an indication that the price action is going to go for a round two. Their shares are trading higher after the company repeated a year-over-year increase in earnings per share. So it had a positive earnings per share. It's an inexpensive stock. It's 77 cents. The volume is so micro thin at 419,000 shares. So the volume is not the volume. The float, the available shares that are tradable, micro thin, 419,000 shares. So this stock, it basically can shoot up and drop down very quickly because of that. We see that today it had on our scanner 271 million shares of volume. So a lot of volume today as well. A lot choppier than yesterday. It had much more cleaner price action yesterday, but still quite aggressive and still worth taking note of. But it is on a second day, and oftentimes the price action does get choppy on the second day.
Choppiness.
Yes, choppiness. But it did look quite bullish yesterday. It was definitely bullish yesterday, and it still looks like it had a pretty nice bullish run today. It's currently up 47%, and it looks like it's in a descending wedge bull reversal pattern. It'll have to break through that wedge and then break through VWAP. So that's the situation with that. Let's get a share party going on. Let's get over 1,000. Let's go to 1,100. We're almost at 1,000. Almost at 1,000. So let's go share it up. And in the interim, doubles, you know what? I'm getting out of this mode. I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm going OG. When they get rid of the Simpsons, we'll consider playing the regular mode, What is this, Doubles? Why is there a time countdown? Do you know what the deal is?
It's because there's some sort of event that's supposed to be happening in OG Fortnite.
There's an event for OG Fortnite? Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Before the season's up? I thought the season wasn't going to end until the end of November.
I don't know. Apparently it's like some sort of a thing.
That's when Polar Peak check out, go ahead and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, folks, at Coach Money. And of course, you want to be following us on x.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Money.
Money.
Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Money.
Money.
Let's go, baby. TikTok, TikTok, at DBL Nicks. The screen name is Coach Nick Money, baby, baby. And TikTok, we said TikTok, right? You said that already, right? How about, oh yeah, you guys want to join the Discord? There's a link in the description or in the pinned comment. And you can go ahead and click the link and take a 4-day trial with us, yes sir. $9.99. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And you can have access to all our wonderful tools that we have. Scanners, the early watch list, and much, much more, I tell you. Much, much more. Ooh, doubles, look at that. Look at here, fella. Look at what we got. Look, bro. Look at all this. Look at all these explosives, dude. What the heck? Oh my. What the heck? Oh my. What is all? What? P90.
P90.
Let's go, baby. What?
Yes, sir.
What? Ooh, and there goes another half pot right there. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's take some shield, bruh. Let's take some shield, bruh. Alright. There we go. Why not, bro? AR? Or not. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe perhaps we don't need it. We don't need it, I tell you. Perhaps. Alright. What's over here? I don't know what's over here. I don't know if you want to know. Ooh, pumpy. Ooh, there's somebody here, bro. Somebody below? There's somebody below? What's going on? Oh my, there's people below. Oh my. Let's go, baby. I think we should go down there, bro. What do you think? Time to go down and partake in the festivities, bro. Let's go, baby. What?
Shoot them from above.
I don't have long range, bro.
Don't.
I don't have long range. But you know what I could do? I could do this right here. Where's he at? Right there. He's right there. Oh! Bada bingo! Oh my goodness, I feel terrible for the fella.
No, you don't.
No, not even a little bit, bro. Honestly. If I'm being honest, no. I really don't. Because that fella would have definitely danced on the bruh. Because you know what? That's what they do, bruh. That's what they do. They dance on you and do all kinds of nasty things like that. They're not nice to the coach. They're not. They're not, I tell you.
Mean to the coach.
They're mean to Coachy Poo. And I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. Yeah, Coachy Poo, bro. Come on. Come on. We're watching PTLE trying to break this. I don't know. Maybe. Why not? Dude, look at all this. Oh my. All this loveliness. All this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need that. Mobility. Mobility, I tell you, doubles. Mobility. You need mobility. It's good for you. Keeps you safe, I tell you. Oh my. Doubles. Oh my. Alright. Ain't nobody here, bro. I don't understand. Nobody here. I like that riff, bro. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel wonderful, bro. You know, doubles. It makes me feel so wanted, you know? Ooh, look at this. I don't want it. I don't need it. Ooh, look at it. Bro, let's load this sucker up, no? What do you think, doubles? Alright, what up, doubles? What up? Oh, yeah, baby. Alright, time to go and find somebody, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
Enough of this looting nonsense. Now it's time to go. Well, maybe a little bit more looting. Why not, bro? Come on. Why not? I mean, there's just so much wholesome goodness around here. You know, doubles? There's some wholesome stuff over here. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Yeah, we gotta take it. All right, let's go. I gotta go. Let's go, baby. Let's share it up. Let's share it up. Let's get 1,200, 1,300. Good checking out some stocks in between as we get closer to our hour. Let's share it up, folks. TCMD at $21.70, moving on up ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Everything else is not really moving that much, you know, doubles. Not really, doubles. They're not, I tell you. Not. Anybody over here? Anybody around? Oh, on it. I want to play, y'all. Start shooting if the sucker come down and land on you. Come on, fellas. You're not in Pleasant Park? Okay. All right. I'll just keep moving since nobody wants to play with the coach. Nobody knows. Let's share it up, fellas.
Yes.
Share it up. Let's get some more folks in here as we wait for the storm to heat up a little bit as we get closer to power hour. 29 minutes before the power hour begins. Is anybody here? Oh wow, look, that's where the bus went. Oh, look at that. See that? I didn't know that. I thought the bus was on the cliff. Do you remember? I guess they got rid of it, huh? I don't know. It fell, right? Somebody shot it. Those rotten scoundrels, I tell you. They are. They shot it. Ooh, I almost blew myself up, bro. That would have not been good. That would have been bad, I tell you. We don't want none of that. No. Sir, no, that would have been bad. Bad. Let's go, baby. Ooh, look. Impulse grenade. I can't use it. Look, dude, I got 2 riffs to go, baby. 2 of them, I tell ya. 2, dos eques, baby. Dos eques. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ooh, anything worthwhile over there? Ooh, not really. Not worth taking damage. All right, we say we go in, right? Doubles, what do you think? We go in? Yeah, sure. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I could use them rockets. I could use them. Why not? I don't need that. I need my P90. Doubles. I need the P9. Come on, man. Get up there. All right, we're waiting for the stonks to heat up so we can talk about the stonks, but right now they're kind of ice cold. We're watching. Look at that, another P90, bro. Holy.
The P90s for days.
We are watching PTLE trying to break out of that descending wedge bull reversal pattern after forming a double top that tanked the price action. So will it move? Will it groove? Will it boogie? Will it woogie? Oogie, before you can't boogie no more. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, doubles. But it sounds good, man. Basically, it's a 15 million float stock, 557 million volume, news on positive earnings. Yeah, stuff like that, you know. That's what's going on with it. Man, that's what's going on, I tell you. Give me a nice AR, bro. But then I'm going to have a bit of a dilemma. You know, if I get a nice AR, I'm going to have a dilemma. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Forget about it. We'll just stick to this threat half. Well, we're good. I'm good. I tell you. I'm good. I'm alright. I might, bro. I might, bro. I might. Oh my. Where is this? What is this? What is that? Where is going on? Let's go. Let's get up there, bro. I say we get up there. Let's get up there. Not that I have a long distance weapon, I don't, but check out what's going on up there. Why not? Oh, why not, bro? Why not? All right, got over 1,200 folks. Let's get 1,300 and we try to get a dub for the community. You're watching Power Play. Remember to set your notifications on. For Power Hour as well as the morning show. Microcap Mornings with the star of the show. We just happen to have him here. His name is DBL Nixon House, a.k.a. the Rainmaker, baby. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Yes, folks, yes. Monday through Friday, every morning, every morning, he and the Serengeti specialists are chasing the parabolic runners. Yes, sir. Going into the open. Free market, going into the open. So go ahead and set the notifications on. Add Coach of Money. Add Coach of Money for the YouTube channel. Alright, what am I doing here? I need to move, bro. I needs to move, you know what I mean? I need to move, you know what I'm talking about? I want some activity, bro. I'm getting, like, kind of bored, bro. You know, I'm getting bored, bro. Hurrah! What the heck? Where is everyone? Oh, there's some shooting right there, bro. Let's get involved in that. Let's mingle. Let's mingle, doubles. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where's the beef? Where's the beef, brother? There's shooting going on somewhere. Where is it? Oh, way the heck over there. Alright. Alright. We're just gonna have to get involved, I tell you. We're gonna have to get involved. Oh my, there's somebody behind us too. Bye! Now, there's somebody over here. Bye-bye! See you! See you later! Hasta luego, papi chulo. Nah, you ain't no papi chulo, yo. That would be Baby Alex in the house! Let's go, papi chulo! I hear some more weaponry. Some more nonsense over here. Some more nonsense, I tell ya. Let me get myself all situated. Why not? Why not? Why not? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I feel like I should, like, get myself back up there. What do you think? Maybe. What do you think, bro? Get myself all situated? Why not? Why not? Folks, we got over 1,200 people over here. We're getting ready for Power Hour. Power Hour is still 22 minutes away. There's some more folks over here, doubles. There's some more folks over here, doubles. Oh, my. Papinga! Papinga! Gracias. Oh, now I got a dilemma, bro. Now I got a dilemma. You know what? I'm not going to rock it. How about that? I'm not going to rock the AR. How about that? Yep. I just feel kind of shamaxy the way I am right now, so I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it, doubles.
I don't know why.
I'm not going to do it. Because you know what? I like my weaponry, and I want to have some shield, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to keep shield, because I don't usually keep shield, bro. And a lot of times it bites me in the beehive. In the beehive, I tell ya. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sometimes it does, I tell ya. Oh my, what's going on over there? Where they at? Where they at? Where are these critters at, bro? Oh, jeez, I messed myself up, bro. Bye-bye! I need this. I definitely messed myself up, bro. Sometimes I just do some redonkulous stuff, bro. Sometimes I do some redonkulous stuff, doubles. Now I got no heals. What a fool I was. What a fool, I tell ya. I need to go, bro. I need to go, bro. I need to go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Migration. Pop it. Let's get some shield. Let's get some 1,300, bro. Let's get some hundy going on over here, baby. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, my mule. Look, I think we should like build a little fort. What do you think, Doubles? Yes, yeah. Why not, y'all? Why not? Let's do it, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh my. Man, I feel schmancy, bro. I feel real schmancy. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Doubles? Ooh-wee. 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 Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's go, baby. What do you think, Doubles? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got anybody over here? Where is everybody? Right there. There's the beef right there, bro.
There's the beef.
There's beef right there. There's some beef right there. Let me reload. Reload my vehicle, my weaponry. My weaponry. So there's somebody right there. Where else? Where else? Where else are they? I got loot here. I like that. And of course, I did not get zone. Doubles, I didn't get zone.
You get Zona.
I didn't get the zona. Zona. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I didn't get the zone, bro. What's going on here? Alright, what's going on? Did I leave loot over here? Did I leave loot over here? Don't need any of that. I don't need none of that. Let's go ahead, Doubles. Oh my. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I know there's somebody over here. Right over here. Watch this. Bye-bye. See you, Joe. Wouldn't want to be ya. See you later. Bingo! All right, I got zone, baby. I got the auto zone. Let's share it up. Let's get to 1300. We're watching PTLE trying to do a descending wedge bull reversal. I feel like I should do one of these joints, you know, but not yet. 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 Let's hold it. Let's hold it. Let them fight. Let them fight. They're fighting. Time to go. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, motherfucker. Motherfucker. What? I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It was a reference that I had. What was it? A reference to the hungover? Huh?
No, that was not a reference to Hangover.
What was it, Doubles? Yeah, that right there is what I'm talking about, right there. You know what I'm saying? Oh my. Oh my goodness, my goodness. You did though, right? Bye-bye! Whoa! Woohoo! Woohoo! I am, bro. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Is it? I needs to protect myself, I tell ya. Oh my, this guy's trying to be nasty to me.
Your shaky thing. Teleport yourself above him.
No,
They're above you.
not yet, not yet, not yet. They'll shoot me. Now we do it. Now. All right. Come on, you rotten vermint. You rotten vermint, yeah.
They're above the one.
I know. Nothing I can do about it, Doubles. Nothing I can do about it. Where is he, bro? Oh, bada bingo! Woo! Look at those hips, they don't lie. They don't lie. Let's share it up, share it up, share it up. A dub for the community. A dub for the community. What happened? We lost our sales? Oh, we're good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gracious. Oh, let's go. All right, good way to win as we get closer to power hour. Let's go take a look at the stonks a little bit. Let's get that share party going on. We got 1,300 peoples. We got the victory royale for the indelible tribe, Doubles. For the indelible tribe. And we're going to go and take a look at, let's go take a look at MSPR. MSPR, indelible tribe. We got the victory royale for you. Now we're going to do a little bit of technical analysis. Let's go take a look at what's going on here. Let's look at here, baby. Let's look at here. Let's get rid of the Fibonacci retracement. Let's take a look. Price action still hugging VWAP, needs volume. MSPR only 419,000 float. Very few shares. 276 million volume, lot of volume, but it seems to be heavily traded with buyers and sellers. So there's obviously a degree of interest by people that are looking to short this. So it's been thickly traded, and as a result, it's been this battle royale between bulls and bears, and you could see it playing out on the RSI being center line, price action, hugging and huddling the VWAP, right? Trying to break out, being pulled back down, trying to break out, being pulled back down, trying to break out, being pulled back down a lot, trying to get back up above VWAP, etc., etc., etc. So MSPR heavily traded by both bulls and bears, currently up 43%, and a lot of volume and a very small float. So hopefully as we get closer to power hour, which will be in 12 minutes, Doubles, 12 minutes, right? Basically what will end up happening at that point, as we get closer to the power hour, more volume will come in, and hopefully it'll bless MSPR with volume right now as it consolidates on VWAP, consolidation on VWAP. So hopefully it'll push to the positive side and be bullish, not bearish. PTLE. Really, the only other stock that's really doing anything right now. It really flushed quite hard after forming that double top. It ran very aggressively earlier in the morning, flushed really hard, and now it's trying to do a bull reversal on a descending wedge pennant pattern, right? But even if it does break this pattern, it is below VWAP, so it's lacking volume, and it's going to have volume to break the VWAP as well, which is right over here at around, what is that, 36 cents. So it's trying. The RSI is trying to move towards a overbought type of a signal, but it's still struggling in the mid-range of the RSI. So that's what we have going on with that. EVOK, it's consolidating, some kind of a merger type of situation. DTCK, I don't remember what the situation with that one was. Let's take a look at it again. DTCK actually broke out of a pennant, bro. Broke out of a pennant on anticipation of earnings on November 17th. RSI struggling to move towards the overbought area, but it did break out of that pennant. We still have a bullish pattern in the sense that the 9 EMA is above the VWAP. Let's get rid of the pennant and let's work with a channel, guys. Let's look at it from the perspective that the price action is moving in an general upward trajectory. Let's go ahead and check that out, folks. Let's go check it out. Let's go ahead and get a channel, Doubles. Channel time. I need a channel. Channel time. So if we go over here and go over there and we go over there like that, and let's make it yellow so it stands out. I like when it's yellow, Doubles. I like it, I tell you. I want it. I want it yellow. You know what I mean? I want myself a yellow channel right over there. Yeah, yes, yes. All right, so you can see that the price action is absolutely channeling upward, but we also see that there's a plateau occurring with the VWAP as it breaks below the channel, and that the 9 EMA is also pulling downward, which is confirmed by what's happening with the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. It too is dipping downward and moving towards oversold. Now, there's still a lot of room for it to keep dipping, so there's always the possibility that with power arrow coming in, we'll have a nice dose of volume, and DTCK will actually continue to drift upwards. So it's still very bullish per se, but there are signs that it fatigued in the interim between the early rush and power hour. But we are getting closer to power hour, so hopefully the price action will hit the bottom of this channel and start moving back up again. That's what we're hoping for DTCK, baby. DTCK. Let's take a look at a little bit more expensive stock, TCMD. TCMD. Let's check it out. And that stock seems to be breaking out of a downtrend, so we could go ahead and give it a downtrend signal that it broke out of, right? And we could say theoretically that maybe this could be the makings of a descending wedge bull reversal. But the problem with this is it's moving on very light volume, very light volume. It's a more expensive stock at $21.75. So the volume is only 3 million and the float's 19 million, and it's below VWAP. So it's in a very bearish type of a pattern. It's an expensive stock. 9 EMA is stacked below the VWAP, which is also bearish. So this descending wedge pattern, which would signify a reversal, is questionable because of those other items that play into the status of the stock. So that's what we got going on. Let's do a share party. Let's go share it up, share it up, share it up, share it up. Let's go take a look at open. Somebody messaged that they want to see open. Let's check out Open, baby. Open. Wepa. Open. Open, baby. It also has earnings, conference call in 2 days, earnings in 2 days. Generally been on a downtrend right over here, as we could see. So we're going to go ahead and get the graffiti pencil activated. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil activated, and let's indicate the downtrend that it needs to break out of. It needs to break this downtrend. We see that the 9 EMA is dipping downward and away from the VWAP, and the VWAP itself is dipping downward and also heading south of the border, if you will. You could see that the RSI is certainly in the oversold area as well. We do have earnings within the next couple of days, and I would suspect that if the earnings show positively, that we could have a nice little reversal, and possibly this downtrend can break. Maybe it'll break even before then. That's what we're hoping for. But right now, it's down just about 9%, just under 9%, and we do know that there will be a conference call in a couple of days, and there will be earnings in a couple of days. Hopefully, the rumor of the earnings, if there's positive rumors of positive earnings, that will signal an upward movement with the price action. That's what we're hoping for. So we'll see what happens with open. Open sesame, open sesame, open sesame. All right, so that's the story, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have a ton of content there, a lot of due diligence videos, really good stuff at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, we're also on Twitter, aka x.com. At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. We provide 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, information about the financial news at your disposal on x.com at Coach Nick Money. And of course, Monday through Friday, pre-market, regular hours, and after hours. It's everything and all things microcap and small cap stock oriented. Technical analysis, charts, news, filings, and much, much more. So go ahead and follow us on x.com at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And we live stream on Twitch as well at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, you got to have a TikTok account, aka Tiki Taki, or as Doubles likes to call it,
The tack tack.
the tack tack.
Yeah.
And on TikTok we are at DBL
At DBL
at DBL NICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money. Ladies and gentlemen, we strive to have an amazing community, the general community as well as the Discord community. We want y'all to check out the Discord community. We have a phenomenal community with a phenomenal group of people, very supportive. We're very supportive as well. We want the best for you guys. We want you to succeed. We want you to win. We want you to basically achieve your goals and aspirations. And as a result, we wanted to make the Discord community more than just the community itself. The community is fantastic, and there's a lot of support in the community. But in addition to that, we wanted to provide you all with various tools like really high quality scanners. So our Discord is loaded with multiple high quality scanners. You're looking at one of the scanners on your screen right now, which is the market mover scanner, which gives you volume and float, price, stock, ticker symbol, the time of day, the direction that the stock is moving at the moment, and the percentage change. And what's beautiful about the scanner, which is a lot more impressive than other scanners, is that our scanners work pre-market, regular hours, and after hours. You don't have to switch anything. The scanners are constantly running. We spent a lot of time, energy, and money to make sure that our community has the best tools available. In addition to that, the scanners also have hyperlinks that give you further information about the stocks. You want to learn about what's going on in the news about the stocks, you want to learn about the filings, all available in our Discord. We have search features for news as well as links in the scanners themselves. And more importantly, you have a clear indication of what the float and volume is with the particular stock. This way you know what the supply of stocks are in relation to the volume, which is the demand, and you can make an educated decision as to whether or not there's enough volume to push the float and make the price action parabolic, right? So that's another component that we have. Obviously, we share our trade ideas, which are for educational purposes only, and we explain to you why we're taking trades and so on and so forth. That's in real time. And then in addition to that, we also have the early watch list that we create for ourselves at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we basically select stocks that we think have a decent shot of going parabolic the next day. And let me tell you something, not to brag, but we're pretty damn good at what we do. And a lot of times we have anywhere from 1 to 4 stocks that we pick with the early watch list that ultimately get validated with volume the next day and do in fact go over 100%, right? So you got that going on as well. And of course we have the breakout scanner as well, which basically searches for stocks that are having unusual volume right at that moment and potentially getting themselves set up for a breakout. So that's just some of the tools that are available in Discord. The community is off the hook. And what we do is we created a 4-day trial for $9.99 so you can try out the Discord, the community, and all the tools for yourself and see if it's a right fit for you. I think it will be. So go ahead and click the link in the description or in the pinned comment so that you can take advantage of the 4-day trial for $9.99 and check out the Discord and all of its benefits in real time, baby. All right. Indelibles, you know why I call you Indelibles, but I'm going to repeat it for the new folks. I call you Indelibles because I want you all to leave your mark. I want you to basically achieve all your dreams and aspirations. I want your mark to be left and make sure that it's unerasable. And that's why I call you indelible, because obviously indelible means unerasable, right? Unerasable. And I want you to be inspirational for people. I want you to inspire others because it's a hell of a lot more fun when you're making money and having a good time with everyone around. You know, be healthy, be wealthy, and be wise, baby. I want y'all to succeed 150 million%. I want to thank you, right? Because, that's something that's really important. Doubles, myself, and DBL Moms and Mama Money are very thankful for everything that you all do. You tune in and take time to spend time with us. You laugh with us. You check out charts with us. You spend time and you help the stream grow. And don't think for a second that that's not acknowledged and appreciated. It is. We love you. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Doubles is going to be doing microcap mornings with the Serengeti specialist herself, DBL Moms, in the house, baby. All right, so it's Coach Nick Money
And DBL Nicks.
and the Serengeti specialist, DBL Moms.